I grew up in Randolph. He grew up in Brimfield. And we met in Kent at the Loft. I was 17. Shouldn't have been in there. But anyways, we met.
And I had been home from Vietnam for a year, so I was like 21, 22.
Looking for a wife. Dated for a year and got married and
happy ever after.
yeah. Kids, 4 years after we were married, we had Jessica. And then 2 years after that, we had Amy. And Jessica was born, and I got baptized right after she was born. And then from there on, we have been very active in church. Our kids were always very active in church.
Even back in the late 80s, early 90s, we loved the worship music.
That's what, yes.
And that really kept us in church.
Yes. And then we decided we wanted to go to church with our kids, and Matt and Amy had started at Redemption. So we visited one Sunday, and we were forever there. And then a couple years later, Dave and Jessica came along, and now they're part of Redemption too.
We have 4 grandkids, and Jessica and Dave had Skylar and Trevor, and they are 19 and 16. Amy has 2, and Matt have 2 girls, and they are 7 and 3. So we have a wide range of
grandkids. Well, it started in Florida. We always walked, several miles. And in April of 2023, I told Bob, I felt like I had a sandbag on my leg. It was hard to explain that my foot just seemed really heavy. So when we got back from Florida, I went to some physical therapy, and they thought I had a pinched nerve in my back, but I had no pain. So I continued in therapy, and then Bob was seeing Jeff Hull and was telling him I was going to therapy, and it wasn't, they couldn't figure anything out. So he said, bring her in to me. So I went and saw Jeff, and that was probably July. And he did several tests on me, had me walking. And I actually just talked to him about this the other week. When did he question? Because they made a brace for me thinking it was my back.
It was
for my drop foot, and it really helped me. But he noticed that in therapy I was tripping, and I actually even fell. And he said some flags went up then. So then he got me in to see some neurologist. I had some nerve induction tests taken, and then I got a second opinion. And Jeff came to that one too. And it was so nice because he could explain my symptoms and what he was seeing. And we went to Western Reserve, and the neurosurgeon there saw me. And within 3 days, he got me into Cleveland Clinic. And so, which was a blessing. I mean, I have seen the Lord's hand. I'm sorry. You might have to. The Lord has worked. He has had our front and our back. And, to get into Cleveland Clinic in 3 days, it was like, what an answer to prayer, and how faithful the Lord's been. So we went on December 14th, and they said I had ALS, and I wasn't real familiar with ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease. Well, I think we were in shock I think I still am in shock at times. Sometimes I just think I'm going to get up and walk again. And how could something like this? And same with the girls. I know they both are scared. We all are. be lying if we didn't say we've been scared. But they're right there, man.
Yeah,
We've I think we've gotten closer because of it. And
well, right now everything is. She can't walk basically, and there's been steps along the way that has take where she could walk, and now she can't. I mean, she's broke her hip. She fell the first year. Right after she learned about it, and she fell and broke her hip or her pelvic, and then in Florida
this year,
in October, was the big one. She fell and broke her leg, and that basically did away with the walking.
But the girls have been,
Yeah, the
girls and the guys.
Yeah, everybody's been wonderful.
They really have.
We decided to build an addition on the side of the house, and that's where the bedroom is, the bathroom, it's a walk-in shower, everything's handicapped, and it's ready to go. So I think after the church, the elders and everybody prayed over her, I think from that point on, there was so many people were aware of what was going on with her life, and people like Jill Weimer and Bethany in that group. I mean, Tony just really kicked in, and it's been good. There's been so much support. Like, people just come up and talk to her, and we have peace about it. We're not, freaking out about it or anything. It's like
the Lord
has just calmed our hearts, and
He's with us, man. He is.
And I'm not worried about the future, really. I can't imagine having this, ALS, cancer, any kind of thing that you got to deal with for a period of time without knowing the Lord. The thought to know that we're going to have a home in heaven is amazing. And that just helps you, it just gives you peace. And is probably one of my harder things is sitting. I've never sat, and I have seen the Lord's hand in that. The personal relationship with Christ has become very real to me, I would say, in the last 2 years than ever. And I'm so grateful that I have a relationship with the Lord, because I don't know how I could carry myself through this. We are the Kaufmans.
And this is our redemption story.